Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for coming in. I see Billy has rated us with a party of 31. Thank you so much for being here. Get your muse ready, jump over to DollHouse because we're about to start the show in about 3 minutes. Thank you everyone.
Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh, Sinful, Knesset, thanks for having me. This is super amazing. I'm so excited for this week. My name is Astrid, and I run Meta Fashion House. Well, I founded Meta Fashion House about 2 years ago, which I can't believe, and have been helping brands come into the metaverse. And actually, I think one of my first clients was a Luna, and I'm going to mention her because I know we have musical talent in here. She was just a joy to work with because she had been coming out with a song with Diplo, and she wanted her fans to hear it a month early. And so Murph, Justic, and I helped her kind of create a VIP experience inside Decentraland. So that was kind of like my first brand experience, I guess, or helping a celebrity to come into the metaverse. And that was super amazing. We still talk, and, she's done a lot of different NFT projects since then. But my kind of diversion went into fashion, and I've helped a few fashion brands, a few beauty brands now. And at this point, we are releasing 3D meta dress, which is super exciting. And I will talk about it, a little later, but I'm super excited for this project because this is a project honoring 300 women in Web3 and in STEM. And we have 300 names that are going to be 3D printed on this amazing couture piece, which is going to be released during NFT NYC in April. So this is the version that you see. If anyone's in the DollHouse right now, you can see Vanessa and I are wearing the dress, and it's called Power of Affirmation. And there are words on the dress to make you feel beautiful, powerful, and just to, basically believe, dream, strong. And of course, we had to throw in a DCL and a Metaverse Fashion Week 23. So, so that's me, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for being here, Amanda.
Hey, I'm Amanda, or Mandy as some people might catch me in the metaverse or on Twitter. I'm a co-founder of a software called Mod Studio, which helps people to create 3D assets, and I'm also head of Web3 at Gaian, which is a super exciting company, which Yasha will tell you a little bit. Fashion Week, it's so exciting. Twitter, Decentraland, everywhere's buzzing. There's such awesome fashion coming out. And yeah, that's it for me.
Welcome, Amanda. So happy to have you here. Yasha, passing it over to you.
Hey guys, I'm Yasha. I am co-founder of Gaian, which is a wearable technology company, and we are launching our digital store for this Metaverse Fashion Week. And I'm also head of Metaverse at LimeWire, so I've done a bunch of stuff with Decentraland in the past, and I've been on Sinful's Twitter space before, and we launched or unveiled the movie theater for Jim Jones and Migos with LimeWire and Decentraland. And we also did the LimeWire venue for the Metaverse Festival in 2022. And that was awesome. And yeah, I'm excited to keep building and keep creating these experiences in Decentraland.
Ooh, I'm so excited to learn more about Gaian. So I don't even know if this next one I'd even have to, introduce. Let's pass the mic over to you. I'm Spotty.
Man, what's up, guys? I am Spotty Wi-Fi. You can check me out at spottywifi.dcl.eth, and super excited to be a part of Fashion Week and the opening party with Gaian and powered by LimeWire. I've done some of my favorite performances in Decentraland at the music festival, and this is super special to me because this is something new, and it's like an honor to be a part of it.
Thank you so much for being here, Spotty. And I'll pass it over to my co-host.
Hey, I'm Vanessa. I am a longtime DJin celebrating 4 years in Decentraland tomorrow. And Fashion Week, I live for Fashion Week. The weeks afterwards, when I count my receipts, maybe not so much, but it's been amazing to see the fashion come through. And I have a strong background in 3D printing, so this dress especially, mixing STEM or STEAM, as I like to say, because you got to include the art with the STEM. It speaks to my soul, and so this project, when I saw it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that a project exists out there, and then to be included in it is just like an honor. Can't even believe. So yeah, thank you for having me.
Welcome, my co-host. And to everyone, my name is Sinful, and I am your host for Beyond the NFT. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I see that DollHouse is packed right now with so many stylish community members. We see Zeta over here. By any chance, Kanessa or anyone here can answer this? What is Zeta exactly? Like, I've been trying to figure this out for like, I don't know, since I met him. He's like a firework, right?
Isn't he code? Isn't he the Bitcoin? What is that? I thought he was like.
I think it is
he's
zeros and ones, right?
He's
Zeros and
binary.
ones.
Yeah, zeros and ones.
We can't cheat. I looked at his backpack, but I can't cheat. But I'm so happy to have you all here tonight. This is kind of like a last minute idea that kind of popped into mind to make a kind of like a Fashion Week episode, and I'm so happy that every single one of you kind of agreed to come on in such short notice. Thank you, everyone. Let's see. So to begin the show, I would like to actually start with Meta Fashion House and Astrid, or more formally, like kind of talk about this 3D meta dress. It like I've been like seeing it for like a couple weeks now on Decentraland, and I've just been admiring it from a distance. And whenever I see it, I do like begin to read it a little bit, like try to see what words I can put together.
Yeah, the dress itself, I mean, I have to tell you a secret. There is a history behind this dress, and it is really interesting, actually. The designer, who is my collaborator, she's the co-founder, basically. She's the designer who actually she actually hand draws every single word, and then she 3D prints she will be 3D printing the names, basically, but she's hand drawing everything. And this was a project, it was really to show how sustainable fashion can be basically manufactured in a sustainable way, so that, for example, you're not, wasting material, and, you don't, like, let's say you're a designer and you're trying to create a dress and you have all this material, there's no waste, there's no, it's recycled material. This is actually, it's going to be made out of recycled tires, which is really interesting, or like the bottom of sneakers, I think. But the first project, interestingly enough, there was a version 1 of this, which was a biodegradable material. And it was 300 names of more like historical names. So, historical names in science. And it was actually STEAM, like you said, Kanessa. It was women in STEAM, and it was contemporary and historical. So there was it was red in color, and it was biodegradable material. And they had it displayed at the Ferragamo Museum in Italy, in Florence. And the dress was on display, and then the pandemic hit, and the doors closed of the museum. And lo and behold, the dress started biodegrading, like just decomposing everywhere. And the story goes, as Sylvia tells me, that the museum called her and said, "Oh my goodness, what can we do? The dress is falling apart. We don't know what to do." And she said, "Well, the dress is actually supposed to be falling apart because it's biodegradable," and it was doing what it was supposed to do, right? So they sent it back to her in a box. to New York City. She's based out of New York. And they put it back up. They kind of put it back together a little bit in the Canvas store in New York City, which is a sustainable clothing store. And so then it just, continued to kind of biodegrade, and now it's no longer in existence. And so that was the first version. So it doesn't exist anymore. Of course, the files exist. And so now this is a reinvented kind of version 2 of the dress. And we thought, I met Sylvia at Digital Fashion Week in New York City is it going to be a year? I can't believe it. It's almost a year that we met at Digital Fashion Week New York last year. And we completely hit it off because we kind of had similar, I love tech. I love, I have 2 boys. I was a robotics coach. I love science. I love tech. And this was right up my alley because I love fashion too. And we just hit it off, and we kind of thought, well, why don't we do this to honor women in Web3 and STEM, because we still want to honor those women working in STEM and discovering, in science and medicine and all kinds of there's so many areas. I mean, we could honor literally thousands of people. And we do honor everyone with this dress. It's not just these 300 women that are on the dress, but it's really to honor everyone. And, we'll have different versions of the dress, I feel like, and we'll have, here's a sneak kind of a alpha. We will have jewelry coming out. And so, for example, the letters on each alphabet letter will be hand drawn, and you can separate the letters out and things like that. So there's all kinds of different things we're going to be doing. But there's also the fact that we will, if anything is, sold or anything like that, we will be giving 20% to Girls in Tech. So that's the foundation that we've kind of zeroed in on at this point. So that's the story. Yeah.
That is amazing. And do you two plan to meet at NFT New York this year?
Yes, actually. So that's the plan. The dress is, the goal, the end goal is to make the actual physical piece and have it. We actually thought we were going to display it somewhere at NFT NYC, but I think we're actually going to be just bringing it to different events and wearing it or something like that. I'm not really sure yet, but that's kind of being worked out. But yes, we will be at NFT NYC. I will definitely, let everyone know where it will be so you can see it. And I'm speaking at NFT NYC, and they asked me to MC one of the days. So it's going to be a little wild, but a lot of things going on. And so definitely.
Man, that's amazing. That is an amazing opportunity that, you'll be able to speak at NFT NYC. So if you decide to go around through events, wearing the dress, I do volunteer my co-host here as one of your models.
Yes, believe me, I'm not tall enough. I cannot wear the dress. We need a tall person to kind of give it its, the attention it deserves. Let's put it that way.
How tall? How tall, Astrid?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm 5'3", so this is.
The filament that you printed with, I'm curious because I worked with PLA, which is a plant-based filament, and it lasts quite a while. So I wonder what that dress was made out of, because I know there's acrylite, which is a glucose-based that you would use to support your mold if you were going to print something with an overhang. And then if it's water soluble, you just throw it in and it disappears. Do you know, was the dress made out of something like that?
Okay, you mean the first version? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
That is a really good question that I do not know the answer to, and I wish Sylvia was here, but She would know. I can definitely find the answer for you, for sure.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And then my second question, because it's made out of tires, like, is that something special that you're having created, just for this project? I know you can buy like beer filament and like carbon fiber and magnetic, but I've not heard of tires being used in filament.
Yeah, it's so really quick. The one thing that I wanted to mention, so for the first version, that company actually went out of business. I remember she told me that, and that's almost sort of the reason why we kind of pivoted a little bit to this. But the material that this is, it's one material, and it is the equivalent of like tire material, but she's also mentioned like the bottom of sneakers, so it's probably in that same realm of material. But I cannot exactly remember what she told me it was, but it's none of those sucrose or sucralose or glucose or anything like that. It's not something that's going to biodegrade, but it is something that you can recycle. So it's recycled material, and you can also recycle it after, let's say you get sick of it, you can recycle it afterwards, print a new dress. Yeah, so, and there are 6 pieces that she gave me just to wear around. I don't know if anyone's noticed, I've sometimes put on different 3D printed dresses, and I've worn them to different events. I wore it to Art Basel. There were like 3 different ones I was wearing over there, and those were kind of like different versions of this. It's kind of like, it's almost like lace, and it's very pliable. It's very it's, when you think of something that's 3D printed, you think of like a hard material, but it's that kind of tire feeling. It might be similar to what they use to make soccer fields, like the little pellets that they put down.
Like turf or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's probably similar, and I don't know what I'm talking about, so please don't take my.
No, it sounds good. I could probably like totally derail the whole interview just talking about different makeups of like 3D printing filaments. So I won't do that, but it's beautiful.
So
it's so cool. And I've seen, Denise Peleg, and I hope I'm saying her name right. I went to NFT Paris and I visited her display. She also does 3D printing of pieces, and they're so cool. It was funded by the Nouns DAO, and they're also like different. I think those materials, and I didn't really talk to her about them either, but those were also somewhat pliable. So some of them were, and some of them were less pliable than others, but it was generally, something that was really easy to wear and stuff. So I think maybe those materials are developing.
Well, if you need a model, I will say right now, I will volunteer as tribute for that, because I am a little bit taller, and then like if I wore 6-inch stilettos, I could get even more height if we need it. Or I could just, there's some huge shoes out there. So
yeah,
that'll be fun.
Heck yeah, let's do it. Come on. We gotta do someone who is like in the family, who like, that's the best way to do it, I think.
That would be awesome. I'm so curious of what the part on the body looks like. If it's a corset, I'm very familiar with corsets, and so I just wonder. I know beauty is painful, so if you've got to have that like 3D printed material up against your skin, that's just what you got to do.
That's funny, because some of the pieces that we've had a couple of different ones in a fashion show that we produced at Thunder Studios in LA. And what I did was I actually just bought a bodysuit, like a pink bodysuit underneath, and then just put the black over it, so it kind of like peeked through, you know what I mean? So you can almost wear anything underneath, I think it's going to be up to interpretation, and we'll see how Sylvia feels about what to do with that part. But
So I have jumped over to your Metaverse Fashion Week build, and I have to say it's my first time here, and I have to say it's a beautiful build, and it in some way I feel like it matches very perfectly with the dress, the aesthetic of the dress.
Oh, amazing. Oh, yeah, I see you walking around. That's awesome. Okay, so do you see the two panels with the names?
Yes.
We got those made. I didn't think they were actually going to put them into Decentraland. I have them up in Spatial. Those are the 300 names of the women who are going to be on that 3D printed dress. So what we've done is we've made it so that you can come in, take a selfie, find your name, and I'm hoping to have a big group kind of photo with everybody inside there
Oh,
on the 30th, I think. Yeah.
oh my god, I think I found a friend's name here. CK
Yeah.
Bubbles. I did see Astrid at the top. I'm excited.
Yeah.
There's Nay. Okay. So these are these are names
I
we all
see.
know and love.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, it's so cool.
this is amazing, and I love how, I love what you do, Astrid. You always like go out and you highlight women. You make them feel, you show them that the metaverse is not just a place for for guys. Like women can create on the metaverse, can do anything if they really wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun. Come on in. That the job that you used to do in 9 to 5, whatever it might be, you can use those skills and come on in and help. And you put kind of a different twist to your job that you might already be doing, and it helps companies, brands. If you're into fashion, if you're gosh, I mean, I you might have seen on my bio, like I love cars. I had been talking to a car designer like a year ago, and when who was it? It was so fun story. Krista Kim owns one of Sylvia Heisel's pieces, and it's a jacket, and it is fabulous. And I hope that I can talk Sylvia into making another one because that's the only one in existence. And Krista Kim owns it, and it is gorgeous. And but the reason I say that is because I thought of her immediately because she did a car project with Lamborghini, I think it was, and she, designed the inside artwork inside the car. And I don't even know why I'm talking about cars right now, but it just popped into my mind. Because basically, any industry can benefit from coming and being in the metaverse, basically, or using any kind of technology, augmented reality, and collaboration. That's a huge piece of this project is collaboration. And that's what I was going to say when Canessa said, oh my gosh, I want to be the model. Like, of course, you should be the model because this is like a collaborative effort between, all of us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Spotty, did you want to jump in? Oh no, my bad. I just see I saw his name start to like flash open, so I thought I'd give him
My
the
bad.
switch. No worries, no worries. So does anyone like up here in the speaker panel have any questions for Astrid?
I think I could go on for hours, so I'll probably hit you up afterwards, Astrid, and tell you about some of my projects and pick your brain. But
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you, Simple, for letting me speak about this project.
Oh, of course. I mean, it is my honor. And as I kind of like already mentioned to like probably Yasha, I haven't mentioned it to Amanda or you yet. Since this is like kind of like a Beyond the NFT Fashion Week special, I will be having you back on. So just for like, the regular one-on-one interview, so that we can like really get to know Astrid and of course Amanda and Yasha.
Amazing.
So
That would be
I
my
just
honor.
wanted to chime in, Astrid. I just popped into Meta Fashion House and I'm blown away. It's really cool and really innovative what you're doing, going like physical, digital, 3D printing. Yeah, it's awesome.
Thank
Yeah, I don't have
you.
any questions, but I also think what you're doing is incredible, and I just want to congratulate you. It's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a passion project at this point.
Likewise, 100%, and the build is awesome. I'm just in awe. That's how I accidentally went off mute because I wanted to click around, but I realized I was just watching and not actually driving.
Aw, thank you. I mean, Decentraland did a great job. They really did, and they let us. And Sylvia's the one who said, because you could pick like the flooring and this and that and all that, and she's like, I want it to be one color, pink or green or something, and I want it to be like the Louis Vuitton store, and like, so that was all her idea. So kudos to her. Yeah.
Yes, kudos to her. I hope to one day meet Sylvia.
Yeah, definitely. She'll come on for sure.
So I still think it's a little crazy how I seriously think that we were around each other like for like a whole like 2 to 3 hours, Astrid, at NFT Miami, and we did not know like that we were each other, or like
I know. I heard that, and Tank Poco told me that, and I was like, wait a minute. And I'm still to this day trying to figure out who you were, because that's what she said. You guys were like literally standing right next. You said that we were standing right next to each other, and I have no idea, like, still who you were.
Yep, same. I guess like when I like came home and kind of like looked at the pictures, I was like,
Right.
oh my god, like the guy that was painting, the artist that was painting the dog, like we like literally stood right next to each other for like 20 minutes, like watching him.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Hans is actually, I've been helping Hans for a long time. I just put up a couple of his pieces inside Spatial, and he came out to Brooklyn Fashion Week and everything, and Rick Davey, who's the curator there, had his mannequins up. But yeah, I've been helping Hans for like a while. And do you know that he drove from New York City to Miami with the mannequins in his car?
No way.
That is dedication, I'm telling you.
That is dedication. Yes, his name was Hans. I remember he did follow me on Twitter after. I was like, how'd he find me?
Oh, that's funny. That was probably me.
So with Fashion Week just just ramping up, like literally tomorrow, it's like it's on, like it's go time. Are there any events that we should be looking out for pertaining to your any of your events?
Yes, that is a really good point and question. We are going to have, so Tang Poco and I are organizing a gala, which is on Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. And that's going to be in Spatial, actually. And that invitation, I'll send you the invite, so maybe we can send it around to the people here at least, but I'll pin it on my Twitter. And that's going to be on Tuesday. And then otherwise, there's going to be giveaways all week long. And there's going to be, I think the foundation has like 100 pieces from us that they're going to be randomly giving away in their dispensers, or I don't know how they're doing it actually, to tell you the truth. And then we'll have some Twitter giveaways and things. And Sinful, if you want to give, and Kanessa, if you guys wanted to give away, we'd love to give away basically sets. So it would be one for the winner, or the winner, and then one for you and one to give, basically. So one to honor a woman in your life, or your mother, or daughter or anyone you think who would really be honored by this piece, and one for you to enjoy. So we're happy to give those to the listeners out there.
I love that. Yes, that was the next thing I was gonna bring up. Everyone, if you would like to enter tonight's giveaway, there will be 3 winners for tonight for 3D meta dresses. So far, let's see, we have 5 eligible contestants. If you want to join the giveaway, just jump into the Twitch chat at Sinful Meat Sticks on Twitch and just type in chat. You can say a whole bunch of like letters like word vomit and you'll be eligible. There you go. Josh just came in and said LFG and now he's eligible. Look at that. So
Nice.
so yeah, just stay tuned, stay active within chat, and you will be eligible for the giveaway. I will be rolling at the end of tonight's show.
Yeah, and there's one other thing. If anybody's interested in Ready Player Me, the Digital Fashion Week founder, Claire Tattersall, has an incredible interview with the head of partnerships at Ready Player Me that we're going to be playing. That's going to play in Decentraland and in Spatial, so look out for that too. I mentioned that because it was just such a rare opportunity that she got to speak with him, and then we kind of have the exclusive on it, so definitely look out for it if that's something that interests you.
Thank you so much for the alpha.
Yeah.
So let's see. I guess it would be a good time to pass it over to the Guyan team. Yasha and Amanda, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. I'm a little under the weather, so my voice is a little sick, but I'm doing good. Amanda, what's up?
Yeah, not too much. Just running around the Metaverse Fashion Week precinct. It's so cool, doing good. Super excited for this week.
Yeah, it's been fun running around with everybody and seeing everybody's outfits. I feel like this year has some great energy around it. I'm excited.
Were you
Yeah,
involved?
but-
Were you involved with last year's Fashion Week event?
No, I didn't do anything like with DCL, but I was just a fan at that time.
We were all dreamers at one point, right? So,
Yeah.
okay, Yasha, you are CEO of Guyan, a smart wearable company and also world's first energy generating sneaker. Can you give me more detail on that? I'm very interested.
Yeah, so smart wearable technology companies. So we're definitely a hardware first company, and our first hardware product is a shoe called the Moonwalker that can generate energy when you walk. And it charges this removable battery that you can take out of the
Together
shoe and
we
plug
move
into your
into a new
devices to charge them. And we're looking to create more wearable technology devices after that. Starting with other smart shoes, but also doing other things beyond that in the future. That's why we kind of, we're kind of manifesting with our digital wearables, but we're going to be doing backpacks and headsets and other things in the future. But yeah, that's our first product. It ships in 2024. And all of our digital wearables in DCL act as whitelist access to the actual hardware shoe drop. So it unlocks early access for everybody that owns a wearable, but you also have to join the email list to be eligible. And yeah, very excited to have a digital store in Decentraland. I want to keep doing events and kind of, create a dope kind of culture and community in DCL. And then on the side also, I'm head of Metaverse at LimeWire, so I do a lot of stuff in DCL with that as well. So, and I'm excited to keep bridging those worlds as well. So LimeWire sponsoring the after party, the opening after party. And I think we're gonna give away some LimeWire wearables too, some Soldier Boy wearables. So stay tuned for that. And we're gonna give away some bundles. So every day of the week, we're gonna give away a different wearable bundle of 2 to 3 free wearables. So we'll be running those on Twitter for like retweets and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for the giveaways. And yeah, if you want to support us, if you want to buy some of our wearables, essentially you're supporting the entire vision, not just of the digital wearables, but of the hardware wearables as well.
You mentioned giveaways. Does this also include the spotty Wi-Fi drip?
Spotty Wi-Fi, I don't know, because we're gonna airdrop all the Spotty holders, so we might not even have any left. But if we have any left, we'll do some. We'll try to at least keep like 10 or 20 for some giveaways. But we'll do some Soldier Boy giveaways. We'll do some little Bitcoin giveaways, and we'll do the Guyan bundles as well. I'll see if I can drop the bundle in here. Oh yeah, I can drop in here. Maybe you can show it on the screen.
Yep. I love the reactive floor when you're walking around.
Oh yeah, shout out to David and shout out to Metaskins. They did an amazing job on the build. I didn't think they were gonna be able to do that, honestly. I was like, I forgot whose idea that was. I gotta shout out, I think it might have been Iara. Shout out Iara from Decentraland. But I think it was her. She was like, you guys should have like the floor light up with electricity when you walk. And I was like, that sounds cool as shit. Let's see if we can do that. And they actually made it happen. It was like down to the wire. They were like, I don't know if we'll be able to. And then they like figured it out. So that's pretty cool.
Let's see. Looks like I'll have to download it in order to show.
I think it's on the. Did you share it on the Guyan Twitter as well, Yasha?
Oh, I do have it pulled up right here.
Oh, no, yeah. I don't know if I should tweet it now or tomorrow morning. Should I start the giveaway now on our Twitter?
Why not? Go for it.
Alright, I'm gonna tweet a giveaway on Guyan Footwear Twitter, so everybody be ready to retweet that. 1 second.
All right, passing the information over. Everyone, make sure to follow Guyan Footwear. So how? Okay, my question next is like about like smart wearables, because smart wearables have kind of like been put to the side a little bit, at least like everyone stopped talking about it recently. Have you heard any alpha about them coming back? If you do know anything, please.
Well, we're working on something internally. I can't say too much, but right now it's all internal. Like they have to kind of pass it through because it's not available to the public. But that's what I'm really interested in, to be honest. So I'm glad you asked about that. That's like really where I want to get creative in Decentraland is with the smart wearables. So for the ones that we'll be doing wearables that unlock like unique gameplay in Decentraland. And we'll be doing with the foundation. So we'll be doing it like internally. They're gonna pass it through. I don't know when it'll be available to the public again. I just know that there was something where it wasn't safe. There was some security issues where people could access people's. I don't know. There was something that like when they gave the smart wearables to the public, there was something they needed to fix. So I think that's why they took it down, I believe.
Yes, there were some security issues. But in all honesty, thank you for you couldn't share much, but that right there, your answer just gave me the brought hope back, kind of like saying like they're working on it. Like something is moving.
Sick. It's gonna be. There's so many things I want to do with smart wearables. I want to do something with LimeWire. I guess I could tease that one a little bit, but I want to do like an iPod that where you get the whole LimeWire discography, because the LimeWire has like a bunch of music NFTs that they have the ownership for. And if we do this, we could put like Spotty Wi-Fi's albums on there too, and do like just this really sick like LimeWire iPod for Decentraland. So that's one of the things. But,
Sir.
yeah,
Yes, sir. Wow. I mean, there's so much that you can do with smart wearables. I mean, I feel like it like just like how like emotes came and like took the marketplace by storm. I feel like smart wearables will be the next thing that will just increase, you know, the mana volume in that marketplace, and a lot of it will probably be from Canessa over here.
For sure, for sure. Well, I want to know, like, when these shoes come out, is there going to be a battery like this Spotty Wi-Fi backpack? Can we buy the Spotty Wi-Fi battery that maybe has like some kind of NFT chip that unlocks his song that comes with it?
We've been talking about doing a limited colorway for a physical shoe, actually, to possibly 100 or 200, but it's not confirmed yet. But that's funny. Me and Spotty were just talking about this today, I think, right, Spotty?
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of things that we could do, and that's the beauty of like these wearables or any token, is we can add utility along the way as we grow. So I'm super excited to start here with the wearables and take it into the physical.
Most definitely, and I do love the shoe design. Very 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 bullish. Oh my god, I think you'll be taking my money once the IRL version comes. Let's see. I see a comment from Cece saying, "Yep, need a battery."
Yeah, and what's cool is that we'll be releasing it as an NFT pre-order token, so you can either buy it and just get the shoe shipped to you, or you could even, before you even receive the product, you could flip it if you want to. So kind of like, a big part of the sneaker market is the secondary market and resellers, so it's kind of like incorporating that with like the NFT technology enables you, if you're a reseller, to like buy 10 and flip them and not have to have all these shoe boxes in your house, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of cool to have that added utility where it's like it's a pre-order, but it adds this added utility where you can also flip it too. So I'm excited about the way in which we're rolling out the product too. Like the product is a first of its kind, but I think that like we definitely want to be a Web3 native company. I think that's what, like, the exciting time about being a startup in this time. There's a lot of uncertainty, and Silicon Valley is kind of like crumbling and stuff, and like the old way of doing things is crumbling, but kind of exciting for us because we want to be Web3 native, and we kind of want to show a different path than the usual Silicon Valley kind of VC path. So yeah,
Yep.
excited.
And this is our chance. This is our chance to like do it and pave the way for you know, anyone that's just trying to like get out of that traditional Web 2 way of doing things. So I mean, a big kudos to you, and I have to say, like shoe market is one of those things that, like, in a way it scares me. Like I never know where to begin, because like I personally myself like have like some shoe designs that I would love to incorporate with like my branding, with the Mew branding, and every time I just like sit down to kind of just think about it a little bit, I don't know, there's more fear.
Yeah, it's for sure. And I was someone that was like, my background wasn't in footwear, and I'm lucky that I found my co-founder, and she had like 30 years of background in the footwear industry, and she used to be VP of Footwear Innovation at Yeezy right before we started this company together. So that was kind of like a big load off my back, but it's like, yeah, the whole footwear game is like, it's just its own game, even the manufacturing side of it. And it's kind of hard to break into, especially if you're just someone who has a shoe idea and just wants to make a shoe. It's kind of like, where do you start?
Mhm.
You know? So having someone who had that footwear experience in those decades and of like relationships with people was like a huge help in that.
Yeah, totally. And I'm so excited to see how, this how this brand develops. Um, so I'd like to pass it over a little bit to Amanda, head of Metaverse at Gaian. What could you describe to me what some of the duties, your daily duties, as of Metaverse are?
Yeah, it's a title which I never thought that I would have. For some context, I actually studied science at uni. I studied pharmacology and worked in healthcare for a long time before sort of coming into the tech space. So it's definitely not something I thought I would do, but something I definitely love and enjoy. Um, at Gaian, I guess it's sort of a bit of a umbrella term. I do quite a lot of stuff and take all of the random knowledge and experience that I've learnt building and creating in the metaverse to producing these cool products and wearables and outputs really. For example, today I spent the day sort of rendering all of the different animations that you're going to be seeing on Twitter for the Gaian giveaways, and then also working on sort of a lot of strategy with Yasha as well, and figuring out what the Web3 rollout of this product actually looks like. So yeah, it's super exciting. There's no real roadmap for what Yasha's vision is. So it's super exciting to figure that out and strategize along the way.
So in a way, you're basically like doing it all within the Web3 space for Gaia, and that.
Yeah, definitely. It involves like a lot of, it's very collaborative though, and I guess we have a lot of really great consultants and people sort of in our little network and in our little bubble, so a lot of brainstorming and getting on calls and going back and forth on things and chatting about it. So it's really exciting in terms of that innovative sense where like sometimes we'll come off a call and come up with something completely new or a new direction to go in Web3, which is cool.
And so as far as the build here at at Neo Plaza, excuse me, did you play a hand in like having to attend all the meetings and the coordination?
Yeah, so for the previous ones and previous projects, I helped Yasha on the LimeWire ones. I was more involved, but unfortunately for this one, something was wrong with Slack, so I actually wasn't
Yeah,
in
we
the thread
couldn't
with
get her.
DL.
We couldn't get her inside the Decentraland Slack, so I was the only person from the guidance team on the Decentraland Slack. So I was like going back and forth. It was kind of like a little crazy, but
Yeah,
it worked out in the end. But yeah, I
our
was
Discord thread
mostly.
is just like
Oh yeah,
screenshots
our
and like you're
Discord
the
is our
middleman.
Slack. Yeah, our Discord is our Slack essentially. But but yeah, it was a little crazy for this one. But usually she's in the Slack and helping with everything. When we do the central and stuff.
Yeah,
For
and just
some
a
reason
shout
we're just
out to
pretty good at
the
working.
yeah, sorry Yasha, to the Decentraland Foundation as well and all the great work which they do around these projects. Like having all these like global teams with people in all different countries, and still being able to collaborate, I think is really cool.
Yeah, it's really impressive. Um, Amanda, I posted the giveaway and I forgot to post the bundle image in the tweet because I was distracted. I was talking. And people are already
I know I'm finding
retweeting
it so hard to focus with like Decentraland going on this screen, the Discord going on this screen.
It's been a lot. I feel like every time it was like this with Metaverse Festival too. It's like it's draining, but in a really cool way, you know? But it's like it takes a lot. Like I wouldn't think of it if I was just someone attending the event, but it's like the work starts like a month before, even months before the event. Both with the Metaverse Festival and with the Fashion Week. So it's a lot of work that goes into these events, and it's like constantly in the Slack with the DCL team, constantly problem solving or figuring things out, or testing the build, or reaching out to the artists for the performances or creating the content for it, and it's just, yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's cool to see. It's all worth it when everyone's just there enjoying it and wearing the wearables, and like that's what really makes it worth it, is like seeing everyone kind of rocking the wearables and tweeting at us and everything. It's awesome to see.
Yeah, yes. That kind of leads me to my next question. Like, having been involved in these bigger events such as the Metaverse Fashion Week and also the music festival, kind of like what in what time span, or yeah, what time span do you work? Are these like projects put together like within the span of like 2 months, or is it kind of like half a year's worth of planning, or like, throughout the year you just need to like constantly like be thinking of small things to like put together?
I would say 2 months is a solid amount of time. Do you remember, Amanda, like for the Metaverse Festival? How long?
Yeah, I know the conversation definitely started like 6 months out. Like we started talking with Decentraland about doing it very early on, but it wasn't until like 2 months ahead that I think we were really working on getting all the assets together.
Yeah, I would say 2 months is a good rule of thumb, like 2 months before both this and that. We were a little later on this because we were, I reached out to Decentraland, like I think the day before it was like the last day that brands could like be a part of it. So we were like one of the later people to actually join Metaverse Fashion Week. But yeah, it was still like a month of prep for that, I think, maybe more. I don't know. Time all blends together when we're working on these Decentraland events.
Yes.
And then like sort of a week or two out before everything's sort of due, it really feels like I'm like back in high school doing an assignment where it's like we're going back on revisions, we're finding new things, like everything really ramps up. So I sort of feel like
it
once
really ramped up.
once the festival's over, it sort of feels like I've been to like a festival in real life. Like I'm tired and I'm like, okay, I need to rest and relax for a little bit now.
Yeah, I need to recharge. Seriously, it really does.
Do you guys remember last year when, like, the week after Fashion Week, it was like there was a lull, or it was almost like a mood shift downward. I just, like, I didn't see a lot of my friends for a while. People just weren't logging on. It was kind of like I feel like everybody just, it was this whoop, like they made it through and then they just needed to recharge. And so I try to remind people, like, on our space, just take care of yourself, take care of your mental health. You're not going to be any good to us if you burn out. And so I feel like next week I just want to put out like pastries and like lemonade and coffee to all these creators that have been just hustling for months because they finally get to take a break.
That's
For
so
real.
funny. It's so true. We need like a Netflix stream or just like a TV stream somewhere so everyone can just go and chill out together.
Oh my gosh, yes. Pajama party.
Yeah, seriously.
I have been wanting someone to like put on like movie nights, but for like UTC time zones. And actually movie nights for all time zones would be amazing, because like let's say here in the US, like it's 5 p.m. but in UTC time zone it's 10 11 p.m. so like they're getting ready for bed, but you want to watch a movie, so why not join them?
For real.
So, I'm thinking about rolling for one of these 3D meta dresses. What do you think, Astrid?
I was just looking at that dress. It looks so cool
Yeah.
how the names are on it. It's so amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. We should do it.
All right. Rustan says, "Roll me." Good luck, everyone.
Man, I missed Rustan's wearable again. I can't believe this.
Oh my god, I was so salty. Like, the most salty. I don't even want to get into it. I can't believe I missed it.
I know. I feel the same way.
Next time, Rustan, save some for me. And Astrid, please.
Yeah.
All right.
Eric Aggie.
Oh, looks like I just won the dress with my other Twitch account. Let's reroll. That is weird because I just rolled Rustan. Congratulations, Rustan. Just drop your wallet address in the Twitch chat, and I will get it to Astrid. You will be receiving 2 dresses, one for yourself and one for your favorite lady.
Yes, absolutely. Congratulations, Rustan.
Congrats.
And I did drop into chat the Gaian giveaway post, so you should be getting some like and retweets on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sending out some of these airdrops.
Tweet on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some of those airdrops actually. Some people that did it already.
All right.
And we're gonna be doing a different giveaway every day. So
a different giveaway as like a different item.
Yeah, different bundles. So it'll always be a bundle. So it'll be 2 items at a time.
Oh, that's so sick. Hey, I see Josh has come to join us here on the build. No, don't run away. You're going the opposite direction. No. So, I guess it would be a good time to pass it over to our friend Spotty Wi-Fi. Rumor has it you will be performing at tomorrow night's opening. Would it be like an opening party?
Yes, sir. The official opening party for Fashion Week, Metaverse Fashion Week, at the Gaian store in Decentraland, powered by LimeWire. It's a dope lineup that we have. You know, I'm performing. We have Alan Kingdom performing, who I have a new song out with, by the way. We have Billy Rax performing. We have like a crazy 2.5 hour long, show that's going to be going, and it'll be at the Gaian store. Come out, enjoy the show, check out it's the grand opening of the store. And you can come anytime, midnight to midnight, UTC, and we'll have the show running.
That's awesome. And Spotty, I have to say, like, I feel I had you on the show maybe about last month, and I already feel like we have, like, you've done so much in the time that I feel like we can have another show and like, keep talking about the new stuff that you've been dropping.
Well, we've been busy, man. Yeah, keeping really busy. New music coming out. This is huge for me, doing Fashion Week, the opening party. I'm super, super grateful for the opportunity. Doing, AR stuff in the FlickPlay app. If anybody's familiar with FlickPlay, I just announced that today. Was at NFT LA, getting ready for NFT Week Miami, and then NFT NYC, and an album coming out April 28th.
Oh, I'm looking at your tweet here, or it was something that you retweeted of someone using the FlickPlay app with your CryptoPunk.
Yeah, so that one I took actually.
Oh, okay.
There are some fun ones on FlickPlay, but I didn't want to like take somebody's FlickPlay and use it without their permission or whatever. But it's fun. You can download the app and just search Spotty and have a little Spotty character dancing around. But right now, what I'm most excited about is the wearables that we're doing with Gaian. I've been doing wearables since 2021. The first time I performed at Metaverse Music Fest, and it's something that my holders have always loved. I guess I always get so much love, so much good feedback when we do the wearables, and so it brings a lot of joy. And so to be able to do two categories I've never done before, eyewear and especially backpacks, like that's crazy, so it's something new, something different. We got the purple going. It's the King's Alpha, purple is for royalty. So it all just lined up and it made sense.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Spotty holders are gonna get airdrops, so that's what you get for being a Spotty holder. And if you're not a Spotty holder, then that's what you get for not being a Spotty holder.
Ooh, man, it's coming back to bite me now.
Hey, don't worry. You know, these will be available. You know, these are still I believe these are available, but for purchase. Is that right, Yasha?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, they are. It's cheap. It's 5 mana. We wanted to make it accessible to everyone. So.
I'll definitely be picking up my backpack. I know Kanessa kind of like just clicked on the buy button without thinking. Was that the scenario for you whenever you saw the spotty backpack, Kanessa?
Oh yeah. I mean, but you know, it might be like that for a lot of things. Like, yeah, but this week is it's a hard one to pass up. But yeah, definitely the cheetah print on the backpack. I love that there's matching accessories. You know, and like eyewear. You know, I feel like we could use more eye pieces here in Decentraland. And you know, your design is kind of crazy. Is it glasses or headphones or both? And then my thought is, does this exist in the real world? And then my thought is like, is this something we're gonna see? Are you guys gonna make this for real? Because I hope so.
Yeah, so it is, and we already have a patent on it. I can't say too much, but it's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of headphones, a
What?
little bit of headset. But it's like I don't even want to start promoting that because it's like probably 5 years from being a hardware product that's on the market, or at least 4 years. But yeah, that's like the full roadmap. It's like smart shoes, and then also mixed reality headsets, and then they connect. So it's fully immersive. So you have your shoes, you have your headset, and then you would have also like rings, and then the position of your hands, head, and feet are tracked with motion trackers. So it's like fully immersive. And yeah, it's the future.
It's the
That is
future.
amazing.
So what you're telling me is that in about 4 to 5 years from now, we will be pulling up this Beyond the NFT episode, and we'll be like pointing, like, yeah, Yasha talked about that. It's here.
Yeah, exactly. Give us 2 to 3 years to really do some really sick smart shoes and really focus on that, and then we're gonna start expanding the Gaian universe to other wearables, and they're gonna connect. So it's gonna be an ecosystem. So.
You know what I think we need, since that we're all on this show together tonight? Like, we need some ladies' footwear that has the battery charger to go with that dress, so that we can put the two together, and somehow some cheetah print too.
We had to start with the sneakers because of the size of the tech right now. Once we like get it down, we can do it smaller and smaller. But right now, the actual shoes, it'll be it's kind of unisex, but it's size 7 girls. That would be the smallest size we're gonna run with the actual physical shoe. But yeah, we do need some like shoes that are like styled specifically for women. So definitely a good note, and we'll work on that. We have to start with the sneakers first. But we'll definitely work on that in the future.
What if the whole heel was a battery? Then you could get like extra juice in there if you had these big heels.
It's true. A heel could work. Out here brainstorming.
So-
Some wedges.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So cool.
Take some notes. And I mean, Yasha, that time span could even be very accurate, because you know, it seems like technology is accelerating. Like year over year, things are just seem to be getting smaller and more powerful. Like just even the thoughts of like pretty soon we might have some AR glasses, and to think that like someone is gonna try to put a small computer into like the frames of your sunglasses, like that's kind of like a crazy thought.
Yeah, so the for the form factor for this, it's they're more like headphones, so there is a good amount of space in like the earpiece section. So it would technically be doable now to have a mixed reality headset. I mean, if you see what Apple's coming out, like they're coming out with something that kind of looks like, I don't know if that's the official design, but they're coming out with something that looks like almost like ski goggles or snowboarding goggles or something like that. But those are gonna be like $3,000, I think, or something. They're mixed reality headset, and they keep pushing it back. So I don't know. They're supposed to drop it this year, but we want our stuff to be more in the like $500 price range. So um, I think Apple's mixed reality headset is gonna be it's gonna be nice to kind of open up that market and kind of see how people are responding to it. But I think it'll be more for professionals and industry professionals that can afford 3,000 for something they might actually need for their profession. But yeah, I think we're a couple years away from kind of AR headsets and mixed reality headsets being mass market. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I heard Meta's more switching to that direction too, actually, because people aren't going into VR as much as they thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm bullish on both, but I think that mixed reality and kind of bringing the metaverse to the physical world and kind of bridging those two is kind of what I'm excited about. So that's what Guy will be focusing on. I think Meta is kind of going to be focusing on VR and stuff like that. Will be more mixed reality and kind of bringing the metaverse to the physical world. So let's say you're like walking down the street, and you see a coffee shop. You kind of like turn your headphones into a headset, and then like click on it and like send like send like 3 mana and like order your coffee, and by the time you walk in, your coffee's ready. Like that kind of world, That's the vision.
One day we will be there.
Yes.
So let's see. Oh, question for Spotty, which was you had mentioned you had a new song out right now. Is it available on Spotify, or will we just have to wait till tomorrow and that will be the official release?
No, the song is out now. The song is called Drink Ain't Free. It's featuring Alan Kingdom and Alec King, two guys that are really dope artists. So that song is out right now. I actually have a free NFT that you can get by saving the song on your Spotify account. You can get that at spottywifi.com. And then that NFT is just the artwork. And then we're doing the actual song NFT on sound.xyz this week. But the full album comes out April 28th. And the performance for tomorrow is me playing parts of every song on the album, pretty much. So you know, it's the first time that anyone will get to hear a lot of the music that has been completely unreleased up to this point.
For the King's Alpha album, correct?
Yep, that's it.
Oh man, so excited to listen. I'll definitely have to be there, and I'll probably even chill, like because you did mention that the recordings will be there for about like 24 hours, so I'll probably be even just chilling there. You guys are gonna catch me like loitering in your plot.
Yeah, get some sick content too if you can.
Of course.
And just an update, it's gonna start tomorrow morning, if all goes well. I'm talking to the DCL team about it, but yeah, tomorrow morning, I think at 11 a.m. UTC, I think is when it should be starting, or 11 a.m. UTC, and then it'll go for 24 hours until the morning hours of the next day of March 29th.
Oh, so exciting, and it's amazing that that Guyan and Spotty, you two got the opportunity to do this, as well as like even the other performers that will be coming on.
Yeah, and I just want to say this album is fucking dope, Spotty. I was like, because I was kind of editing part of the set, and I was just rocking out to the songs, and it's like there's some dope like Web3 references and Web3 bars in there. It's like, yo, this shit rocks.
Thank you, bro. I'm super excited. I'm super excited for people to hear some of the new music, and I'm also excited for people to see all of the dope visuals. Huge shout out to Television. He went crazy. So many. It's just like he pretty much took a live performance and brought it into the metaverse, you know, in a new way using AI that I'm super excited about.
What he did with those dogs was amazing. Like the metallic dogs in his video, that was off the hook.
Yeah.
Tell us the man.
Oh, I see Gold Guy just walked in. What's up, Gold Guy? Yeah, so I was even like looking at some of Tilla Vision's work, and I was like, wow. And I had met Tilla somewhere. I don't know if it was on a Twitter space where we've connected before, but I was actually very excited to like have him on. Hopefully in the future I could invite him on Beyond the NFT and we can have like a one-on-one session.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, he's really active in the space, and I'm sure he'll definitely be down. He's always down to do stuff like that. Amanda, side question, technical. I'm airdropping people for the giveaways, but for smart addresses, it doesn't work through DCL, like the .eth addresses and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've been finding the ENS addresses don't work. You'll need the address starting with 0x.
I have like a really easy way to find. If you want, you just go into your MetaMask, hit send, type the ETH address, the .eth, and then it gives you the number underneath to kind of like copy paste. That's what I've been doing.
Great hack. Hell yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Astrid
Thanks.
hacks.
That's gonna save me so much time.
I didn't know about that. That's super helpful.
So let's see. So I guess we can start to wind down with these last few questions I have. I'll start with Spotty. Are there any wearables or any venues that you're excited to check out for this Fashion Week, Spotty?
Oh man, that's a great question. Wearables or venues? I'm probably still needing to study up on the map and what all is out there. But I'll say right now, in addition to wearables, I'm really excited about emotes just in general and want to do some emotes soon. And so I'm not sure if anybody has any Fashion Week specific emotes, but if so, I'm trying to check those out.
So may I point, you just mentioned that you're looking to possibly even make some emotes in the future. May I introduce you to my co-host, Kanessa? She recently won first place for the Decentraland emote competition.
Let's go. That's amazing.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. That would be awesome. I may or may not have gone to like Spotty's land and done my like sexy digital assets emote, quite a bit, in a cheetah jumpsuit. And I think some of them I like tagged you on, Spotty, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's gonna think I'm nuts. But I just couldn't pass it up. Your street corner's it's too awesome.
Amazing. I love it. Yes, definitely would love to connect because you know, for music, it just makes a ton of sense.
Do you have a special dance, a specific dance you have in mind?
I do, man, because I have a song. I have a song called. Well, I have a song coming up where I talk about sweeping the floor and I talk about flipping. So I want to do something like out the broom, and start sweeping the floor, or start flipping around. You know, front flips, back flips, whatever.
That's awesome.
And then, didn't you want to do one for the drinks ain't free one? Because that idea was cool too.
That one I remember more the wearable idea. Was there an emote idea for that one? Oh yeah, I guess so.
Well, if the wearable was a cup, but if you had an emote that was like a drinking emote, like drinking from the cup or something like that.
Yeah, I don't have drinking, but I did make one that makes you drink from either a beer can or you can drink from your bong if you are thirsty and all you have left is the bong water. So we can do that here, but no nice drinking, just chug. Well, one is like a kind of a gentle cheers, but the other one is just pretty much you should have stopped like 4 beers ago.
I love it. That's amazing. But yeah, definitely, I feel like I should be doing an emote for every song, basically. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's that acts as that is a whole nother way that you can interact with your crowd. I
Yeah, for real. It should be part of the rollout because it's like it adds life to the song.
mm-hmm. Mm. Just ideas, just ideas. I mean, when it at least like when it comes to like Web3, I I have to say Spotty seems to be ahead. Like he's like the one where like others look to. Gotta give you your ups, Spotty.
King
So
of Punks.
so actually, yeah, I'm just remembering. How was NFT LA, man?
Oh man, it was incredible. NFTLA was really, really dope. Um, I had a booth at the actual conference, so that was a lot of work. But I performed. So I started at South by. We were in Austin, Texas for South by Southwest. Had a couple dope showcases, and then flew to LA. I got set up, for my everything I needed for my booth. I performed at the other block, which was like the Bored Ape community party, which was super super dope. The whole team did an amazing job with the setup and the decor and everything, the production. Then was at the conference all day. Spoke at the conference, performed at the conference, had the booth. There was a fashion show, an IRL fashion show that I walked in. Tal Navarro invited me to walk in her fashion show, which was incredible. Never did that before. And then had my party to close it out, which was really fun, really dope. And now I'm finally home, so getting back to work on everything for the upcoming drops and rollouts and everything and Fashion Week. So, but LA was a movie, man. We also shot a music video for a song that's on the album, a song that very few people have heard. If you were at the show, you heard this song called "Do You Get It" featuring DJ Malski. And
Do you get it? Do you get it?
Yep. And if you tune in tomorrow, you'll hear it. You'll hear me performing it. And we shot a music video for that on Venice Beach the last full day before we headed home, and that was incredible. It's gonna be a great. I'm excited to share that. That'll be in May after the album's out. We'll put that video out shortly after that.
Wow. So you just had a packed trip to NFT LA. I love it. I recall you even had some other burger while you were out there. The FOMO was just so real for me, just sitting from Florida, just being like, I want to be at LA right now.
Yeah, at South by, I got to have a Trill burger. Bun B was there and actually served us Trill burgers, which is amazing.
Trill burger.
And
Yeah, that's crazy.
The best burger in America, no doubt about it. And then got to do the taste test shortly after when we got to LA and went to In-N-Out Burger. But you can't compete with Trill Burger, man. It's too good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how was the In-N-Out after having a Trill burger? I don't think it would it would compete.
It's still good, but yeah, the Trill Burger is just fire. It's
Wait, I need to know more about this Trill Burger. What's going on?
So Trill Burger is Bun B's burger company. So they won the best. They were named best burger in America by Good Morning America, and that was all before they had a brick and mortar location. They were doing food trucks and pop-ups at like all the music festivals. So
what's the makeup of the burger? Like, what's in it?
It's two patties. I forget what they call them, but they're like I don't know. They're like
pressed down type patty.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I love those smash burgers. Yeah, I love those.
Smash burgers. Yes, it's two patties, two smash patties, and then they have great all the toppings, ingredients are great. The fries are fire. It's really really legit. And they are also the official burger of the Bored and Hungry restaurant out in Long Beach, California. The Bored Ape restaurant.
Oh, for real?
Yep. It's
So he's
exact.
been doing a lot of stuff in Web3, Bun B.
Yeah, for real.
So
That is so dope. So I'm very happy you had an amazing experience at NFT LA. What's the next stop? New York?
Well, yeah. So I live in Miami, so we have a conference here in our backyard coming up this weekend, Friday through Sunday. That's NFT Week Miami. So my wife is speaking there Friday, and then I'm speaking Sunday. Not, yeah. I haven't announced anything in terms of performances yet, but stay tuned. And then New York is in April, and that's going to be. I got a lot of really dope stuff that I'm going to be doing in New York. So stay tuned. One was announced today, which is there's a block party in the Bronx. Really dope location, really dope venue. I was fortunate enough to go see a music video get shot there, and it's a really dope venue. And it's like an indoor block party.
Mm-hmm.
But so that
That's
party will
dope.
that'll be on April 14th. That's with a collection called Pigeons of New York City. And I think right now their floor is like $50 worth of ETH, and you can buy that and get a ticket to the party before April 4th. And then I got a couple other things that I'll be announcing later this week, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
I see.
That's sick.
Like
We gotta shoot a music video one of these days. I don't know. I think like me and Eddie. I don't know if you remember Eddie Visual. He was telling me we're supposed to do a video for your Jim Jones record back in the day at some point when you were in New York, but I think it never panned out. But I did the Jim Jones Migos video for We Set the Trends. I think we used your
Really?
punk in there.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, of course I remember Eddie, man. I really wanted to work with him, but I wasn't prepared at the time. And then I ended up just doing it all green screen, like all live action, basically. And
True.
but yeah, that video is actually coming out, or I'm sorry, the song, that Jim Jones song is coming out April 12th, which is the day of the first day of NFT NYC. And I got a couple things cooking up for the release day, so stay tuned.
So is the video gonna drop with the song too?
I'm thinking to actually have the video be more something that I do a sneak preview of in front of RL audiences during NFT NYC week, and then actually drop it on YouTube right after, like a week later.
That makes sense. Dope. Well, I'll pull up. So New York's my city, so I'm born and raised there. So
Yes,
I'll pull up
sir.
there. Yeah, sure.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'll be making some announcements this week, and definitely there'll be something, a way for us to link up.
Sick. I just finished airdropping a bunch of addresses, and there's more now. I'm gonna have to do some of these tomorrow.
I'm gonna have to keep more track of Spotty. He just mentioned that he is from Miami. I'm actually right across the alley from you, over in Naples.
Yes, sir. I think I remember that. That's right.
I'm gonna have to, stay tuned for any conferences that you may. I had no idea that there was something going on this weekend.
Oh, yeah. In Miami here. Yeah, there's the NFT Week Miami. That one should be good. There's also Bitcoin Miami coming up May 18th through 20th. So, and I don't have any plans for that yet, but I'll put that out into the universe because I would like to be doing something at Bitcoin Miami.
Yo, Spotty, how do you like living in Miami?
I love it. I really do love Miami. But we are moving back to New York soon, which is where my wife is from and her family's at. So mostly just to be closer to family. But
True.
I do like Miami. I'll definitely be coming back to visit. And it was perfect timing, like for us to be here in South Florida for the past 2 years. It really was perfect timing for a lot of reasons, like just giving me the space to have a home office, home studio at the exact time that I was getting into all this. And so many Bored Apes and so many NFT people are here and crypto people are here in Miami that I'm able to like say I have a good support system here, you know, good base of relationships here that like I'll be able to come back and have people to reconnect with, or when people are in town to host them in New York and shit like that.
So
So I've been really enjoying the conversation tonight. Once again, thank you all for being here. Kanessa, would you have any questions for Spotty or Yasha or Amanda, or even more for
Yeah,
Astrid?
I actually, Yasha, there was something that you had, I think, on a Twitter post that just really resonated with me. And that you said the metaverse is not a replacement for real life or a battle between. You said you think it'll enable people to be closer to nature. And that just, like, I don't know, that really hit me, because I've thought a lot about that as well. But yeah, like, have you come across places in Decentraland where you've found that? Because you kind of went on to talk a little bit about like how you can find nature in the metaverse. So yeah, anything you'd like to say about that? I'd love to pick your brain.
Yeah, for sure. To me, like, a lot of the hate train that the metaverse is getting is based on the premise that like we're trying to replace reality. And to me, that's not my vision of it, and that's not my experience of it. Like, even the fact that I can live in my hometown now in New York, like for a long time I had to live in LA for work because like a lot of opportunities in the music industry were there and stuff like that. So even in this example, like, it's still a city, it's still New York, but I'm able to live close to family because like remote working, and I can run and like all my co-founders are in California, but we can still run it because remote working is possible, and because we have all these tools, and the metaverse is just going to create better tools for that kind of lifestyle. So to me, at its best, it will enable people like me to even live in nature, like somewhere, because one day I want to live not in a city, I want to live closer to nature, but I still want to be tapped in, I still want to go to events, I still want to be around people. That's the one thing that's keeping me from really going to live somewhere more rural, is that I'm just so used to being around people, being around creatives, and being able to kind of to thrive off of that energy. So I think that it's gonna unlock that for everyone, for people that can't move to like big cities and be around a lot of people, and also for people in third world countries where they don't have much physical infrastructure there. So it's kind of going to democratize like networking and events in a way. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
That's awesome. I'm like your polar opposite, because I live in the middle of the woods, in the middle of the mountains, and like the city is something I see on TV, and I could never, be a part of any of this stuff. And so even tonight with this fashion dress, this would never be possible to like a country person living in the middle of the mountains. But the metaverse has made it possible. So yeah, thank you.
And that's what's so beautiful about it. That's what's so amazing about it.
It is. That's awesome. Thank you.
For sure. Thank you.
So Poutine, I think that's how you pronounce the name. He just said in Twitch chat, I have to say, Kanessa makes the best emotes.
Thank you, Poutine. I think AJ is one of my favorites, and Issa, there's some talented people out there. But thank you. I'm hoping to make more.
So how about we roll for another winner here? I see that some people are typing and creating some life. Ooh. All right, let's roll for a second winner for a 3D meta dress.
All right, let's go.
Let's see, 666 Lisbeth is our winner. Make sure to drop your wallet address in the Twitch chat, and I will get it over to Astrid.
Congratulations.
You will be receiving 2 dresses, one for you and one for a friend.
Yes.
Oh, that is so awesome, Lisbeth. Lisbeth and I were talking about like fashion for, Fashion Week, and just it made me realize like how important it is for each of us to have like that one piece that you just love, because especially for new users coming in that they might not have as much, it's just really cool. So I'm so glad, Lisbeth, that you won that.
Awesome. That's exciting. I know exactly what you mean, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, I used to like wait and not buy stuff because I knew if somebody bought something, like there was a friend of mine, Mana Witch, who bought like this really cool spider outfit, and I was like, I'm not gonna buy that because that needs to be special for that person. Like each of us kind of need
Right.
a signature item.
Yeah, it's true. You start to recognize people. I mean, you really do.
Alrighty, just letting Elizabeth know about her victory. And
I'm
Congrats.
from New Jersey, by the way. I just had to mention that. I grew up in Jersey.
Oh, nice. Who said that? Astrid?
Yeah, it's Astrid.
Nice.
Yeah, Bergen County.
Are you still in the tri-state area?
I'm actually right outside of DC now, but it's super easy to take the train to New York. So
How
I
long
was
does it
just,
take? Take the train from DC?
it's really easy. It's like I want to say 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, three and a
Wow, I
half
didn't
hours
know that.
actually. It's really easy.
Yeah, that's super convenient.
Yeah.
They need to make a train from Cali to New York. I'm waiting on that for years. We need a
That
high-speed rail.
Yeah, that would be so good.
Is that something Boring Company is working on? I hope so.
I think that's their goal, but I think they're doing more manageable kind of projects. I think the cross-country one is just like the logistics of that. Like, I don't know. It's probably like so many like sacred Native American lands and like all types of stuff that it'll have to go through that like I don't know. But yeah, under the ground is probably the solution, but I don't know. I guess even on sacred land you can't really dig tunnels.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. You're gonna have to like do like either like a slight like a turn, a very dramatic
Yeah,
turn in the
good
tunnel.
turn.
Imagine that. I did recently see like and this was probably like an old video of like it was Elon taking this like reporter through like one of the tunnels that Boring Company had made, and like they were like in a Tesla going like 20 miles an hour, and she was like scared shitless.
I think that's what the tunnels are now, is just a tunnel that you can drive your Tesla through. But I think down the line, I think Elon is really good at actually like funding his crazy ideas with like things that like make money and stuff like that. So I think the same way that like he's using like NASA contracts to actually like go to Mars eventually, I think he's kind of doing like smaller tunnels and stuff to actually like do the high speed trains down the line. So we'll see.
Yep. I mean, big brain moves. That's pretty much what you see from him, and it's all like connected. Like with his ventures with SpaceX, trying to go to Mars, for example. If he ever makes it there, guess what vehicle will be like the rovers? What company will be making the rovers and the vehicles that are sent over there? Tesla will be making those vehicles.
Yeah, and guess what? Apple come pre-installed in Neuralink. Twitter only.
So let's see. It is midnight here in Eastern. So I guess it might be a good time to wind down, and I'll pass over the question to you, Yasha. Anything that you are excited about like for Fashion Week, whether it's a venue or an event, a wearable?
I'm excited about, everything that everyone's doing on this panel, and I'm excited for our party, of course, and for people to hear Spotty's album. I'm excited for Dear Vivian. I was checking that out. I think that project is really cool, and it's an homage to Vivian Westwood, and I think um, uh, I think it's a community ran project, which is really cool too. So yeah, Dear Vivian, I think is one everyone should check out.
Dear Vivian, I'm writing that down right now so I can look it up. Thank you, Yasha. And go ahead, Astrid. I see your mic.
Oh no, I was gonna say I look forward to that one too. It looks really cool, and I did not go to Rustan's Julia's Gift in DCL, so I look forward to going to see that too. And Coach. There's so many. I just counted how many events I RSVP'd for, and there's 40.
You
So we'll
RSVP'd.
see.
Yeah, I need to RSVP more actually. I think, guys, do you guys think this is the most like big brands that have been in a metaverse event up to this point? Because there's like so many brands this year, I feel like.
I think so. I mean, there's more than last year, and I think last year was the first year that it was put on. So I think, I don't know, can't compare to other metaverses, but that definitely there's more going on this year. They've included the community more this year, which is really nice, because last year I was about halfway through Fashion Week and I realized like I'm buying from all these big kind of nameless big brands, but I'm not buying from the people that are working here every day. And so it's been really nice just to see like our friends that hustle all year to be included in the community fashion show as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah.
that it's awesome how much they included the community and gave spaces for the community.
Yeah, that was a big deal this year. I heard a lot of talk about how that was super important for the foundation to do, and I think there's a lot of co-creation going on too, like the Fabricant and Super Nina are working together, and I'm sure there's other collaborations that I'm not thinking of right now, like DressX is hosting a lot of community creations and things like that. I think that's like the future. I really do. The collaboration, co-creation, I think that's so cool. And that's what really drives like everyone to kind of want to come in and support each other and create these amazing pieces. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I
gonna
agree.
be 4 days of like no sleep. Like if you think you weren't sleeping before Fashion Week through the whole building process, wait till we actually make it there.
Oh boy. Yep. Well, look at us. We haven't even started yet and it's midnight, so.
Oh. Hey, time flies when you're having fun.
Right.
So how about you, Amanda? Anything you're looking out for?
Yeah, I'm excited for I'm probably gonna butcher the name, Ouroboros. Also, my accent doesn't help when pronouncing stuff.
That's
But yeah,
right.
I'm just
You got it.
yeah, I love their fashion, the aesthetic of it. It's very like futuristic and sort of pushing the boundaries on what you could actually physically make, and often, their stuff can only exist in the digital realm, so it's really cool. And then also, I'm just super keen to tune into more spaces and more events and discover designers like Astrid and cool things that are going on like that.
Yeah, for sure. And there's 6 actually designers that are launching Ready Player Me wearables, which is not inside Decentraland, but it's a whole nother aspect of this show, which a lot of brands are going just completely cross metaverse, like Ready Player Me, augmented reality, Decentraland, Snapchat filters. Like, you're gonna see everything. It's gonna be super cool.
For real.
I can't wait.
I think that's the
Yeah,
future.
Ready Player Me is going to be exciting because we've been working on some some wearables for down the track with Ready Play Me, but it's definitely like spatial's quite accessible to people, so I think it's going to be really popular.
Yeah, for sure. This is through Digital Fashion Week, which is super all about the creators and everything. So they're really supporting. They're really trying to get people to kind of see these gala ready wear, which they really are. They're pretty pieces. You know, so we'll see. And we're gonna have there's 4 DJs that are coming. It's DJ Cherish the Love. We've got the singer Milk from the Female Quotient, who's sponsoring her, and then Serena Ellis. And who else do we have? Dex, who is the first UK animated performer, who's an animated performer influencer model, I guess, is what they call her. So that should be interesting.
Awesome. Where can we is this on your Twitter, or where can we find more info on it?
Yeah, so I will definitely be posting it on Twitter, and it's in the event links. I will send it to you, but I will also post it. It's one of the Decentraland event pages. I'll post it up.
Hey guys, I just want to remind people before we get off, and before I forget, for everyone who owns the Gain wearables, you also have to join the email waitlist at gain.co, to be eligible for the early drop of the energy generating sneakers. So don't forget to join the email waitlist, and you get other perks doing that as well. So
I am currently doing that right now. Let's go.
That is so awesome. I feel like your shoes, like when I travel, I have phone anxiety, like battery anxiety, because, you know, you just can never have enough charge. So I will bring like an external charger. So I can imagine at like future NFT conferences where you're on your phone, you know, snapping pictures all day, you're moving around, but then you could actually be like charging the battery at the same time. I could totally see that being useful there.
yeah, that's kind of why I came up with this, because my phone's always dying, so I need it more than anybody.
Yeah, or put it in hiking boots so that I can take it into the mountains, because that's the only other place that I run out of battery is like in the woods. So either like in the city or completely remote.
Yeah, we're working on some so the next 2 shoes we'll have are some like more like winter boots and running shoes. So
No
some nice-
way.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Could you
And
do
they have different utilities too, so I can't say too much on that, but it's also energy generating, but this more like this other things that the energy is used for. So yeah, that'll be cool.
any thoughts on collaborating with Starlink? Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down to collaborate with Tesla. I think that would be the collab that makes some kind of sense. I saw this like Cybertruck looking shoe that someone had posted on Twitter that looked really cool. But yeah, Starlink collab would be sick. I mean, we're not in a position to refuse a collab like that. That would be a great look for us. So I would definitely say yes.
That'd be
I mean, I heard that actually when we dropped our campaign video, our CMO told us that the video was being passed around at SpaceX, at the SpaceX headquarters. Like people were showing each other like the Gain shoes and shit like that. So that was pretty cool to hear.
Interesting.
Yeah, like the employees were like sending it to each other and shit. So I was like, damn, that's pretty cool.
That is super dope that, you know, something like the internet can like get your product right in front of like these individuals, and you never know what can come of it.
For sure. You never know. But yeah, big on collabs. So we're gonna start, with Web3. So, these are our first 2 collabs, Little Bitcoin and Spotty. But like I said, Spotty and I were talking about a collab for or physical too, and involving the punk community in it potentially. So gonna start doing collabs like that. So when we roll out the shoe, we'll probably have like the black is the colorway, like the one we'll make the most of is the all black. And then we have two other colorways, one all white and one we call the liquid magma. That's kind of like silver and gray. So that's like the three kind of Gaian colorways. But then we're probably gonna do some like 100 to maybe 200 edition, like limited colorways with different artists, with someone like Spotty and things like that, to kind of make the whole rollout a little more fun and personalized. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool.
Love it.
I'm saying a little too much, so I'm gonna keep it at that. I want to keep some surprise.
He's dropping all the alpha and beyond the NFT. Yes.
Too much alpha.
Too much alpha. So how about while I roll for the last winner for the 3D meta dress, how about you, Kanessa? Anything that you're looking out for? Anything that you're excited for?
Oh gosh. I mean, I don't plan ahead that well. I just see something suddenly and it's like I just panic and then I buy and I think anything that is, unique. So obviously like mythics or literally uniques. We haven't seen many of those come through this year. Anything like that would be nice, but I really I've been so honored just to like support my friends. It's been really cool to see people like CK who came here last year for Metaverse Music Festival. And, last year they walked in for the Grimes concert and a year later they've got their own build hosted. I just think that it's such a use case and such a like success story of the metaverse. So I think, I like buying from my friends because, they're the ones that are making this place great.
Yeah, like, CK walked in for Grimes and never left. A year later, here they are. Bubble Worlds was born. I'm so excited
So I
to
wonder.
see Bubble Worlds.
I wonder who's walking in this week. Like, who is going to come in that is going to be the next big thing in the metaverse? And they don't know it, and we don't know it, but we're going to meet them somewhere along the way. There's going to be amazing people that are about to join us.
I'm telling you, it's that guy, it's that avatar, River, that I met earlier. So for some context for all of you that are listening, earlier at Genesis Plaza, I met an individual name that goes by the name of River. And he just so happened to randomly say, wow, this place looks like Burning Man. This place looks like Burning Man. And I I just like turned to him and I'm like, it's funny you say that. And so I, had told him that the idea of the Decentraland was, brought to life at Burning Man by the Decentraland founders. And he was like, no way, I'm staying forever.
We need a Burning Man DCL road trip back to the motherland and go pay homage.
That'd be crazy. Back to full circle.
Just the community just takes a trip to Burning Man together, meets Foundation members.
Honestly, that's a great fucking idea. That would be. I've never been in Burning Man, but I'll go for that.
I got an in. You got to work hard, but I got an in because it's you have to be sponsored to go in. You have to have somebody that will I don't know, not vouch for you, but it's hard to get in because my buddy was like, if you want a ticket, you better start trying to buy it right now.
Really?
Yeah.
You need a friend to be like, yeah, they're cool. They can come.
Yeah. My my friend, he's got stories. It sounds like a totally mind-blowing experience.
So I would just like to say congratulations to Jim Cedric. He just won. He is our third winner for tonight's giveaway. So I just dropped the address for Astrid in our chat, and Astrid will be getting it to you. And Astrid, thank you so much for considering doing giveaways here on tonight's show.
Oh, it was so great. It was a pleasure and it was an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm having like technical issues right now. I don't even know what's going on. But I am here and I really loved it. I loved the talk. It was super enjoyable to hear from everybody, and I have to understand better about these sneakers that are coming out and the backpacks and stuff. I have to go check it out better because I was like listening and trying to look it up at the same time, and I need to know what's going on with these incredible pieces. So
I
me.
and like the Guyan Twitter page, you know, the bio just leaves you with so many questions.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. I love it. And yeah, so thank you, Astrid. Let's see. Perfect time to begin our wind down. Amanda, do you have any final thoughts before we close out?
Not too many thoughts from me, but I'm excited to see everyone in Decentraland over the next few days and yeah, capture some cool content of what's going on.
Yep. Very exciting times coming up. I'm telling you, we won't be sleeping.
It's bad enough for me in Australia because I have my whole day here and then it's a whole day in the US. So it's like, when do I sleep?
Yeah, we need to. I feel bad for Amanda because like she's always on because she's always working with people in our time zones.
I'll need to
We
move
gotta
over
get
at
you
some
over
point
to
this year.
America so we're in the same time zone.
Yep.
For sure.
Billy T Coin is in Twitch chat saying hello, fellow Aussie.
It's nice to have someone that understands.
Oh, he does. He does. Billy is actually another one of those that I wonder when he sleeps. Like, it seems like he is here for my time zone as well as his own time zone.
It is like that.
So let's see. I'll pass it over to Spotty Wi-Fi. Any final thoughts before we close out?
Man, just thank you for having us. You know, great show, great talk. And, you know, huge thanks to Decentraland and Guyan and Yasha and LimeWire. Everybody can tune in tomorrow for the opening party. Once we start running the show, you'll have time to come in whenever you want to because we'll be looping it and hear the new album that I got coming out April 28th. But man, it's been a blast, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the festivities as well. I'll see everybody there.
April 28th, exactly 1 month from today. At least here in the Eastern time zone, exactly 1 month from today, Spotty Wi-Fi will be dropping his album.
Yes, sir.
And that's the King's album.
That's it.
I'm almost like thinking here, can I mint that still?
Well, we've been doing the drops as singles. There have been singles released. Okay. There's about to be a drop this week imminently. That is going to be a free claim for my Genesis holders. And then I'm deciding if there will be a drop for the actual album for people that want to get something to celebrate the album as well. I'm probably going to do that, but TBD.
We will see. We will see. Thank you, Spotty, for being here. You know, you're always welcome here on my show. Let's see. Let's pass it over to Yasha. Final thoughts?
I'm excited to see everyone's outfits and you know, don't be shy. Feel free to tweet at us and show us your outfits. We want to see everybody's amazing content.
Thank you, Yasha. Kanessa, final thoughts?
Yeah, just thank you. I feel honored to be here talking with you guys tonight. Just Astrid, like, and the entire dress project. I mean, what you like, a lot of my background has been in STEM and STEAM. And so, and I think, yeah, almost the time zone. It's, I'm celebrating my 4-year anniversary in Decentraland tomorrow. And so this night has been such a great way to just like celebrate that, because if you would have told me 4 years ago that I would be talking like STEM and STEAM in this, panel of legends, I would have been like, no way. So it just this one I'll remember this forever. It's been awesome to talk with all of you guys. So thank you, and yeah, get some rest this week. Don't wear yourself out.
And I'd love to connect with you guys on Twitter, by the way. So shoot me a DM, Story of Yasha, same as my Discord name. And yeah, congrats to everyone. I love everything you guys are doing. So it was an honor to be a part of this with you guys.
Yeah, congrats to everybody. This has been really great.
Yes, yeah, and to everyone that, finally got the work done, finally got to deploy their build, got all the content ready, and they're ready, they're ready to go for tomorrow. I did notice that today at Genesis Plaza there are a lot of more new users. It kind of felt like bull market last year when I like come in and I'm like, any new users, and then like you see like 3-4 people like, I'm new, how do you make money here, I'm new. So thank you everyone for being here. Your time has been very appreciated. Thank you once again for coming on with such short notice. Even to my co-host over here, I was literally like yesterday, like, hey I might need a co-host.
Well, you're lucky I didn't just talk the whole time about 3D printing, because I could have very easily done that. But yep, glad to be here.
We're gonna have to have Astrid back on with Canessa to talk solely 3D printing.
Oh my gosh, yes please, yes please.
Oh no.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to get Sylvia. Sorry.
I just realized I got a 24 viewer raid from Weka Sui. Hello Weka. I was actually gonna go raid you. We're just closing out tonight's show, but I really appreciate the raid, and I will definitely make sure to send you over to someone, a cool streamer. I think I may have some cool musicians, maybe. We'll see. And so yeah, let's see. Final thoughts for myself. Stay healthy. Love everyone around you. Get some sleep tonight. Tomorrow morning's gonna be crazy, and you won't be sleeping for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, just about. Fashion Week is coming, everyone. Make sure to pick up all your favorite wearables from all your favorite creators. Let's make sure to show out for the coming week. As a community, I would love for all of us to just, open our hearts, and help that new user that you may see walking around, like either if it's in Genesis Plaza or in Neo Plaza enjoying the festival. Just reach out to them, say hello, make them feel welcome, and you never know, they might not leave, and next year they will have their own venue at Fashion Week. So the possibilities are endless, everyone. So just before we close out, a few shout outs for my sponsors. Thank you, Dr. Drip, Vox Boards, Songbird Collective, Meta One Designs, and of course our host here at DollHouse, the Baby Dolls. Much love to all of you, and thank you all for being here, for coming to tonight's show. It's really been a special one. Really looking forward to Guyan and what Yasha and Amanda can do on that end with with IRL, with digital assets as well as digital assets. Uh, a re- a what was it? An energy generating shoe. That is amazing. Big shout out to Astrid. I love what they're doing with just trying to collaborate and put this dress together for the women that are being, well, actually women everywhere, not just the 300 women that are featured on the dress. Of course, Spotty Wi-Fi. Make sure to check out his album. Album release. Did I say that? Album release the 28th. Is that correct, wife?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't just a single, so it's the whole album. Very exciting coming up. And yeah, act natural, everyone, and I will raid over to the next streamer. I'm looking for our next streamer, everyone. I'm having a hard time. Okay, I think I found something. Am I the only one here? I think I'm the only one in the Discord chat at the moment. I feel all alone.